Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Kanye West, you are getting sued. On top of about to be stripped of sole custody. However, don't forget, Kanye is letting Kim know, baby, I got something for you. If you strip me of custody, I will let all your dirty secrets go. And if you expect me to act like you built that $1 billion just selling some skims, baby, we got another thing coming. We can actually really talk about the way that Kardashian empire was built. Well, baby, while he's in the middle of literally beefing with his baby's mom, who would have thought that Kanye literally, for the gold digger, he is the real life embodiment of it? Well, guess what? Kanye West is slapped with a copyright lawsuit because of his support for Yachts. Listen, I'm not surprised by this. Kanye gets what he gets. I do think it's funny that people care about being slapped with copyright lawsuits, and I don't think that Kanye West has the money everybody says he does. Don't get me wrong, he owns a lot of property, but he doesn't have the liquid assets he literally pays to what, $250,000 a month for all his children. Yeah, $250,000 a month. That's not even including school costs. Bianca is bleeding his pockets. He spends like that. Again, he said money is an illusion. And baby, I know it is, because every time you get closer to it, it keeps drying up in the desert. Anyway, listen to this. What do you think about this? Because at the end of the day, if somebody was making anti-Black tirades and I had the ability to mess up their bag, I will 100% mess up their bag. So everybody wondering like, oh my God, why is this woman doing this? Because you're making anti-Semitic stuff. Maybe she's Jewish and she wants to mess up your bag. Or even if somebody was making like anti-Native American things, I would mess up their bag too if I could. Like, you don't just get to spew hate. Anyway, they said Kanye West's anti-Semitic diatributes have landed him in hot water again. Kanye has been sued by a German singer for alleged copyright infringement, and it's all because of his Yahtzee support. Now, let me tell you something. Kanye probably thought that he was going to get around this, because in Kanye's mind, because we know he don't read books, he was like, oh, German, yeah, they're probably a Yahtzee, because he got Nick Fuentes and all these other people in his ear, Bianca too, because there is a thing where she was literally harassing workers, talking about, what's your views on Hitler? What do you think? Do you think he's a great man? And all this stuff, right? So anyway, to make a long story longer, you know, it's my favorite thing. Kanye thinks, because he's surrounded by people that think like white is right, okay? He is the world's first and only black white supremacist, or as I like to call him, you are nothing but a token lapdog, and all this power that eludes you, it's never gonna come because they look at you as a joke. Anyway, right? They said musician Alice Merton filed the lawsuit Tuesday in U.S. federal court, claiming Kanye used an unauthorized sample of her song Blindside on his tune Bang Bang to My Head, which also features Ty Dolla $ign and Kid Cudi. In the suit, Merton says she wrote and recorded Blindside in 2022 and first learned Kanye sampled it when she heard his song on the Vultures album in December 2023. You know, it's also weird too. Kanye will be the first one talking about artist rights, artist this, artist right, but you're the first one to use people's songs without permission and not give it ish. It's funny that you literally are always screaming about being bullied, but literally you're screaming for your right to bully others. That's the way I see it. Anyway, they said 2 months later, in February 2024, Merton says Kanye requested to use her tune through BMG Rights Management, but she rejected it. So Kanye went through the right way, realized that the girl wasn't down with it, and still moved forward. Merton says BMG then emailed her to ask why she denied Ye's request, and she responded that the artist's values are contrary to my values. She also said she was particularly concerned with Ye's anti-Semitic, racist remarks, which were made publicly and continue to be made publicly. Okay, again, as you guys know, if you don't, Ye's been super vocal. He loves Hitler. He literally made an all-black leather, a black leather Klans outfit. He is selling T-shirts with the and he's literally, you know, we all should have known. I remember when he came out with that Black Skinhead album, and and the Confederate flag, and everybody was just like, "What is going on?" But that's when he had the Kardashian PR machine, because they literally convinced us that this was his stand against white supremacy instead of his application to be their lapdog or to stand. Even when Kanye was walking around with the gloves on and the black thing over his face, and we're like, what? And people are like, oh, he's making an artistic thing. No, he wasn't. You didn't want your black skin seen, and you felt like if you're stood up there, they would have no choice but to look at you, not as a black man, but just as a man. Yeah, maybe, but we could tell by the way you talked and by the way you dressed that your name was not Chad and you were more Hakeem, but whatever, Kanye, anything again. Anyway, he's alienated most of his friends in Hollywood. She's a German resident with close ties to the Holocaust through Jewish family members who survived its horrors. What's worse, she said she received an ambulance with threats from Kanye's fans for not allowing Kanye to sample her song. Yo, Kanye's gonna have to end up paying this woman buku money. But I really actually want to know, because Kanye has to pick a lane. Kanye, if you are a white supremacist, but you have this thing about, I don't understand how you're a white supremacist, but you somehow think that these Yazidis are going to embrace you more than these Jewish people that you hate. You somehow are saying that, everybody's bullying you and picking on you, but yet you are the biggest bully. You somehow said your kids alienated you. The only child you care to have a relationship, it looks like right now, is with North. You are not even involved when it comes to Saint. Tristan Thompson is a more, well, let me stop. I want to say Tristan Thompson is a more involved dad, but that only happens whenever Chloe wants to post a photo reel. Whenever it's not, it's all good. But honestly, you guys, at the end of the day, Kanye is a fool. He is a clown, but he literally is the epitome of, you're not trying to change the world for the better. You just want to take your place with the ruling people that can crush people. And I think before, he always had it in him, but now that he's been high off of that nitrates gas and all this other stuff, I feel like he can't separate what he thinks from what he says, unlike most racists that know how to do it. Anyway, you guys, what do you think? At the end of the day, Kanye burnt down his own kingdom. He shows that he is such a vile, disgraceful person. And the fact that you get on the internet to talk trash about two children who may or may not be special needs, I don't care, it don't matter. But you want us to respect and bow down to your wife because you walked her across like a ho naked, and Bianca's thirst for fame and power was so much that she did it? Baby, I'm just waiting for Bianca to say that she was Cassie number 2 and take whatever 2 pennies Kanye has left. Because at the end of the day, that's definitely where it is happening. One thing for certain and 2 things for sure, Kanye West will surround himself with vultures that pick him down to the bone. And baby, all I got to say is it couldn't happen to a nicer person. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think I'm being too rough on Kanye? Do you think it's still redeemable? Or do you think he's finally showed himself to be the biggest a-hole in the room? I think it's option B. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.